Dido, think this not as me conquering your cities per se, but more as we're just realigning them with Roman interest. You know, we're just bringing you into the beautiful Roman Empire. Now I have North African holding. And there's another city there, which I'm definitely interested with because I think there's going to be resources down there if I could guess. Oil, coal, anything like that is a good find for me. Oh, there's the Phoenician fleet. We leave that alone for a second because I think I've also found the Spanish fleet. Yep, here they are. I'll be honest, the Spanish fleet is one that I fear a little bit more. More envoys. Hattusa would give me strategics if I didn't actually have them, but we have all of the strategics I found so far, so I'm going to leave that one alone for a bit. We'll continue blowing up the Spanish Navy just a little bit, mainly because it's a fun pastime. Everyone's got to have a hobby. We have finally arrived in Carthage. This will be a fine collection, a lovely collection of Mediterranean holdings. Yeah. Another campus. Again, does it make perfect sense to be spending this much gold on science? I don't know, but to me it does. Almost up to 400 now. Someone did get there before me. Hungary briefly was on 400 science, but I am now only 5 techs behind Babylon. That by itself is, I think, a bit of an achievement. Well, Persia just announced me. Whoops. Okay, I was supposed to keep friendship with him and I totally missed the fact that it expired. Never mind. I'm sure there'll be other people we can be friends with. Maybe there was somebody else in this generic area that was absolutely awesome. I mean, Persia is really losing quite badly, to be fair. I don't think he would have been a particularly good friend. You never like to judge people that quickly. I don't think 3 hits from a battleship are going to be enough to take Carthage, but we can certainly do a lot of damage. Well, the walls are down, actually. Almost done already. This tech advantage we're running at the moment is quite satisfying. Győr has been taken. I don't know about the loyalty of this city. It could be a bit of a struggle. Nope, it's not. It's totally fine. Well, all right then. Nimble, it's all yours. Fix the walls, get everything ship shape. There should be another chopped out campus, and I've got the gold from conquering to get the library and the university, and immediately 451 science now. Well, that is just delicious. Even got more baths going down next to geothermal fissures, which will help the happiness really, really well. We're going to get nationalism. My priority after that is to rush natural history, not only because it gets me 4 envoys along the way, water parks and aquariums and zoos. I really want to keep my cities happy. That 10% extra yield on everything makes a huge difference on an empire this size. If we can push it back towards 20%, that'll be awesome. Just looking at rationalism, how many of my campuses are +4? Decent chunk, you know. So I think the rationalism card, if we could ever get it into our government, would give me quite a bit. All the reason to be building aquariums. If we can get rid of liberalism, that will put the science back into the government. Whenever a special session of the World Congress is called, I quiver in fear because the chances of me being involved are pretty high. I'm not involved? I'm sorry, what? I've gone from being fearful to slightly offended, like on the flip of the coin. How dare you not say that I am the world's threat? Do I not need to conquer more? Honestly, that's rude. That's just rude. I feel left out. Oh well, we'll just keep conquering. 2 sources of ivory, but no strategics down here. This is the emptiest desert I've seen in ages. What is this? The actual desert? Salty tech. Find the oil. There's got to be some here. Oh, that's not how you spell salty tech. Sattly tech. Then Phoenicum, you're on the coast. You have, I think, a trade route. I think I have that from before. I just forgot to name the city. Now the battleships just wade ever onwards, looking for their next target, which is probably going to be Ziz. Meanwhile, in the seas around Carthage, we're ready for another quick conquering. The capital falls. Roman boots are back in the city of Carthage. If it wasn't a capital, I would raise it to the floor, but alas, I have to keep it. Matthew Wilkinson, it's all yours. I promise it's worth keeping. Want to make sure that we have full occupation of this coast. So another settlement goes down. Deep fried lasagna. We go straight in on the harbor, leaving me quite a nice campus to fill in the city with after. What about this city? It's strong, but you know what else is quite strong? Artillery. Time to use some artillery, I think. Nationalism and replaceable parts. So more food and more cores. Go straight to colonialism, into natural history. I think I was building an archaeological museum somewhere. Oh yeah, here we are in Deja Vu. I thought I'd seen you before. And in Skeptical Bear. To think I doubted myself. Get rid of professional army now, and retainers in. Briefly, this card won't last very long, but I do have a bunch of very weak units just scattered around my land, so I'll just pop some of them into cities. All the Spanish are doing right now is sending random warriors to come and steal my builders, and it's very effective, and it's very annoying. You gotta stop doing it. You have to. Please. I don't want to have to keep fighting you. Actually, that's a lie. I do kind of want to continue fighting Spain because my armada is about to come round. It's about to free itself up very nicely. And this is City 31. Of course it is. Private selection, Genoa Salami. Again, some of these names, honestly, does make me laugh. It's just so ridiculous. Given my ridiculous gold income, I'm going to appoint Reina now. And we're going to start building up her ability to buy districts in with gold. That, I think, is quite useful in the long run. Look at me. What you thinking about the long run? Who is this and what have you done with Ursa? I can hear you saying already. Oh no, the wooden boats are swarming Unimatrix Zero. What am I going to do? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. We can disintegrate each one with a single blast of our city strike. You might want to move away. Staying there may not work out for you in the long run. My alliance with Eleanor of Aquitaine has expired. I feel like this is an area that I do need to conquer at some point, so we've got to be careful about extending my alliance for too long. I think we're just going to have to let that friendship expire. It pains me, but I think we're going to have to. Poland, on the other hand, absolutely could have an alliance with us. Let's go religious. Germany's too far out the way as well. Go economic with you. Arabia holds land that I want. I'm not going to offer you an alliance. Ottomans as well. We're going to let that one expire. And Gaul, well, Rome did historically fight Gaul, but I'm kind of more after Mare Nostrum at the moment. Oh no, I can't do it. I can't ally them. It's too on Roman. Let's just take this admiral instead. Oh, an admiral that works on modern units. That's the battleships. Where are you? Half the trick is finding them. Here you are. And blast the boat. And blast the boat. This is basically what my turns look like at the moment. Can we disintegrate the walls? I'm guessing the answer is yes. Yes, the answer absolutely was yes. This artillery does a decent chunk of damage. I think it would be a lot more if it was an army, so we'll save my faith up once again. Speaking of, look at that, there's a lot more. 860 needed. Next turn. Okay, this time the artillery did take a bit more damage. I don't want this to die, so we're going to bring it back until it's an army, or in a 2 armies, 3 armies, something like that. We'll continue attacking Hungary. After all, Pest is a city I very much want. Natural history boosted, sanitation is there, and research labs. My gold will be saved for such wonderful things. Miss Cavalry is now running behind the scenes, pillaging everything. Look at this. That is absolutely delightful. Another Phoenician city falls in the meantime. That, I realize, is actually part of a different city. Huh. Well, that's something my battleships should be able to reach if I can target properly. Welcome to the party, Lady Sucklington. We can take this city. That feels like one we can take easily. Artillery corps. Next up, we'll get an army. Oh wow, that's a lot of Phoenician units. I don't think they want me to take this city, but the city has the worst attack for me. Right, now we can start shredding the other stuff, but that's ridiculous. The strategy here is if you throw enough wooden boats in the way, I physically can't get to the destination. My waters are blocked with flotsam and jetsam and whichever way round it is. Colonialism. Now, natural history. Unfortunately, Fez has been taken by Matthias, which is just very annoying indeed. Don't think he wants peace yet, does he? Oh, he does actually. That would give me a bunch of science. Am I really going to go for this city right now? I feel like I can't give him peace until I've at least taken those cities. Not whilst I own the cities on the coast. I own the Mediterranean. Like, he physically can't do anything here. He is totally stuck. Oh no, the swarm is even worse than it was before. That's absolutely terrifying. I don't like it. Well, they can't scratch my battleships, but they very much are looking intimidating, and I don't like it. I need to start looking at overlapping tiles now. Where are the best tiles in my nation to start building delicious things like water parks, for instance? To me, this looks like a pretty good tile. Just gonna keep an eye out for places like that in 4 turns. So close to being happy. We really are so close. Let's try this conquering. I think this will be another 700 gold and a new city and possibly a new trade route. It is. I can just buy it here because don't forget the Golden Age is protecting my trade routes at the moment. They are immune. From what you say, my own decisions. I have no No consequences? No. It's Tech Poet. And now I can use the city defenses against the troops that built them. Isn't this wonderful? Lovely. Oh, it's a Petra city. Nice. Oh, I've got so many settlers just running around the world. They keep getting captured and I have no idea where they are. Oh, one was overhead. Look, you see, look, there's just so many. I can't keep track of all this stuff. The military emergency fails. I have all the Diplo favor. Well, isn't that just wonderful? Little pillage and the city of Sidon falls, which means I now have pretty much all of the major Phoenician cities. They're all gone. Dan Cave, this one's yours. Loyalty is restored. And even better, my trade routes are still going. It does pain me not to have the Ottomans as an ally. I'll be honest with you. But I think I saw I can now trade with Germany. My trade routes do stretch that far, so maybe Wisselbanken's not a bad move in a second. I was thinking about going democracy anyway for the happiness. I don't need the military strength of the naughty government fascism. So we've got the tech advantage, so keeping the tech advantage is more important. Can we take one more city this turn? It's going to be close. We don't quite have the strength. Still though, we'll do some damage next turn. Well, now that I've got all of this gold and I'm plump with 6 envoys, what I'm going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take back Fez, which will give me a bunch of science, but also now we can get the era score and find ourselves with 3, 6, plus 9 science on my research lab buildings. We're going to then focus on any city that has power that also has a +4 or more research lab campus available, and then we can just start going bam. That gives me 20. Plus, all of my cities are currently now sitting at +2. Until natural history pumps up, I'm going to go in, just change this stuff around. We're going to put craftsmen in, and liberalism's not doing us any good at the moment, so we'll put rationalism in instead, and that should give me the science I need. 5, 3, 9. Keep an eye on this. We should be able to do more as we go. We might as well pick up flight now. The observation balloon will make this attack on Hungary so much easier because I can actually then use a land army. Hungary, I believe, are still the person that I need to be worried about apart from Babylon. They have the biggest empire alongside me. They've got very high science. They've also got a very high city count. 12 cities, 134 pop. They've almost got as much population as I have, and I have almost 3 times the cities, which is slightly worrying. I feel like I might be starting to use quite a bit of coal now. Oh well, I'm sure it's not a bad thing. My alliance with Suleiman has expired. Unfortunately for Suleiman, that alliance is not being resumed. Phoenicia has chosen to settle on Sicily. Hey, you know what? I respect the hustle. Another Phoenician city falls. Gadia this time. Your people are too trusting. They'll let anyone into their cities, even barbarians. I do not have a barb problem. That's not the barb color, that's Spanish. Easy mistake to make, I know. The Flying Foot. I mean, look at this city. Geothermal fissures, mountains, dyes. It's a wonderland. It's beautiful. No wonder we wanted it. Utica should fall very soon. And then we're on to Murcia and into Iberia. Oh, Spain. Oh, Spain. You truly thought you were going to be safe. That's cute. It's very cute, but it's inaccurate. Look at some of these trade routes. Roman routes goes through a city, through a city, through a city, through a city, 4 extra gold. You feel like the Roman bonus should be more than that. I always feel like it's slightly underwhelming. Oh well, it's probably just me. You know, I've just realized something. If I don't kill this city, when I kill the other one, it's going to become a capital on the coast, so it's not going to fall to loyalty, is it? Ugh, I'm going to have to kill it. Fine, we'll go kill it. If you insist, game. If you insist on the destruction, the total destruction of Phoenicia, I get it. I am Rome after all. It's very much my job. Oh, bonus coal. This is exactly what I was talking about. Yes, we're finding coal in the African desert and bringing it back. Natural history. Okay, water park territory it is. Flower power. I do really want that coal power plant, but let's get this water park building now. And new cities that have district capacity, we're going to find a lot of them are being diverted. I need as many amenities as possible. As many as possible. Another city. Do I need this many? No, but it's fun nonetheless. Capiobi, the tropical downpour on Sicily. Seems apt. I'm going to stop making settlers now. I'm just making that executive decision. I just feel like we've got enough, you know? I'll start running some research. Actually, is research what I want to run? No, I think I want von Braun if I can. We'll go for that instead. Tatabanya is now under siege for some very, very powerful units. And there we go. Oh yes, there we go. Hungary, you are going to regret being at war with me. Flight. We have flight. Well, I think I'm going to go for radio immediately to see if I've got aluminium. given the size of my empire and the amount of desert I control, you would hope I have at least some, but knowing my luck, there's a very good chance that I don't. We just need to be ready for that moment, that's all I'm saying. Don't be disappointed when all of the aluminium turns out to be on the surface of Mars or underneath my neighbor's toilet, you know, something like that. Olympia, oh, you're just gonna flip to me, are you? Well, I didn't even need to capture that city. So this Phoenician city will be Modgrina. Usual job, fix everything up, and we'll have a look and see what we can improve. Maybe a bath. And then Olympia is the wonderful I'm daft. There's nothing to fix here because nothing ever got pillaged. That's cool. Oh, and you had a wonder. You had Huey. That's even better. Amazing. Well, I think let's make an entertainment complex then. More research labs. Wolfman, you can have one. Dr. Bobby can have one as well. The science is shooting up. Oh, this is the most fun bit. Hello, Spain. I'm here. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Except panic. Oh, I can have peace with Babylon. This just helps to control war weariness, which I don't have a lot of, but I do have quite a bit when you consider the fact that I've just been killing things left, right, and center. The game does punish you after a while for just, you know, endlessly massacring people. Don't know why. A bit harsh, I think, but you know, it's like, what have we really done wrong in this situation? Should we just think about this a second? Try and decide whether we haven't done anything wrong? I don't think we have. The industrial era. I feel like we might have hit this a little early, but who am I to complain? I mean, we've now got 21 trade routes going. Just looking at the thick mess of the amount of boats in the sea everywhere, I can't see us choosing anything other than reform the coinage. I mean, it just has to be. Traders can't be plundered. I could go Hicksunk Dracones and get bigger cities on my settlers. We could go for extra production from my campuses. We could build units quicker, but I think it's got to be reform the coinage. It just has to be. Looking at the golden ages there, you can see England, Portugal, Germany, and Egypt are the relevant ones in golden ages. Dido's gone for a dark age, as has Greece. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Anyway, reform the coinage it is. Sorry, it's worth over 200 gold per turn, but it means that I don't lose my traders. That in itself is the bigger play. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3 into Geneva, which gives me even more research for my research labs. And now here's another one. Although again, no, just keep an eye, Ursa. We should only be putting them in the +4s that are powered. It's a very specific set of them. Death Wall will do. Huzzah! Let's settle this city really quickly just to claim this extra source of coal. It's Widget. It looks like Phoenicia is going to lose this city after all. I just assumed that would become immediately loyal, but I mean, clearly not. Is this cavalry tough enough to make the kill? It's not. It's going to take too much damage. Go back and heal. Come on. We need a melee unit in here. Phoenicia is now just being annoying. Like, officially just annoying. Hello, Mercia. You'll be begging for Mercia very soon. Yes. He's made it to Iberia, the madman. Victor, I think you're going to be well placed to keep these nice and safe. Frankincense Battlezord, get in. You may be noticing, Ursa, you're putting a lot of channel supporters in this video. I have kind of made it a little bit of a goal, like an unofficial goal for myself. I want to see if I can put every single channel supporter in like a single video. It's just... going to be nigh on impossible, but you know what? Stranger things have happened. And, you know, Stranger Things was on TV for an extended period of time, so you never know. And we've taken a Hungarian city as well. The first one. Is it going to be loyal? Once I stop it from starving itself, it's pretty much loyal. Red Mandrake. Fix the walls, expel the Hungarians. Oh, and build an entertainment complex zoo. Hang on. Oh, I think there's only 2 cities in range of it. It's a pretty bad one for me. Yeah, it is. Okay, it's not really worth it. Just sit on that for a bit. So if I give 1 gold per turn and 3 gold up front, Phoenicia will actually make peace with me, which I'm going to do because her units are everywhere and it's really, really annoying and she's going to lose her last city to me anyway. So I might as well just let her do that without giving me any grievances. It's a win-win. Now I can focus my entire navy on Spain. Do I want to take Pest? I think I do want to take Pest. We'll work on that. Once I've taken Pest, I'll own the entire Adriatic apart from Venice. I think I'll give Hungary peace at that point. He's conquered most of the Mediterranean. Is he going to be gifted with bountiful amounts of aluminium? No. He has 1 under a field. Will Ursa be satisfied? No. No, he is not. Come on. Come on, game. I think I did just see one I was about to settle on, so I'll give it a little bit of a discount. So that is settleable with a settler that's like literally just here. So that's okay. 2 and 3. You see, look, this is why we kept so many many settlers around. I can just go and thieve these. So there's 2 and 3. We've got 1 I'm just about to settle there. Preston I'm going to conquer. That one we know about. Geneva? No, that's Rouen. And this Greek city is just going to give this one to me. So actually we only have a couple, if not 1 source of aluminium right now, but that will get better imminently. Oh, well, in that case, we're going to go advanced flight into rocketry and then do that into satellites. I want to know the whole world. That's right. A whole new world. That's what I want to find out about. 2 new cities. 1 and 2. Tekamuth damage. And Anna Banana. Oh, there we go. It's the double. It's the whammy. You can both put your harbors together. Then we can pretend that you're one huge island. Fully functioning part of my empire, probably. Valencia. Spain has no walls up at all. It's almost quite sad. I say almost. It's not actually sad at all. It's like they just didn't expect to be attacked and now I'm here being Rome. You know, just roaming around, getting up to nuisance. Oh, whoops. Oh, my finger slipped and my battleship just shot someone. Never mind. We've learned to not judge the battleships too much for doing that. They just do their thing. A +6 campus, you say? Well, okay. Okay then, if you insist. He has an observation balloon. Let's just punch our way through these encampments. Might as well keep taking these cities, right? No harm in this. It's Corona, and you're going to be lost to the Court of Love sometime soon. Like, you don't even deserve to keep this city. Come on now. Oh, creeping attack. Yes, that's a powerful ironclad. You know my big problem over here is? I have no melee troops. Or have I run out of melee troops? I need to hire some more. Should we get another ironclad or a cavalry? Let's get a cavalry because they are like land boats. They can move on the land sea. Yes, the land sea. That's a thing. Look, I built a seaside resort because they give loads of gold and also tourism. I mean, tourism doesn't help whatsoever, but it's quite funny. I like the idea that I'm going to win a tourism victory because everyone else will be dead. Someone's getting desperate. But no, if it's on the Mediterranean, it must belong to me. That's just how it works. I'm actually falling behind on science, unbelievably. How is the AI able to just conjure all of these texts when I'm on like 2 to 3 times the science per turn? I'm always amazed at what the AI can do. No one's got rocketry though, that I can see. Anyway, we'll keep an eye out. Oh no, look at that. Phoenicia has settled a new city. Oh, you're gonna die. You're in danger. I regret giving you peace. There you go. You've gone and done it. You've gone and officially done it. You've gone and made us a regret peace. That's gonna go really badly for the world, that one. Baradur, you've got some aluminium. What more do you want, eh? What more do you want? Now go just prepare to kill Phoenicia. Let's be honest. This is what you're gonna do here. This is your role in life. Hey, Corona. I don't actually know really how that song goes. I kind of do. It's like a song that's sort of ingrained into your head. No one truly knows how it goes. Okay, the loyalty on that city is worrying. I blame the Court of Love entirely for this. We may actually have to go and try and attack the Court of Love sooner rather than later if this is going to be a problem like this. Sorry about this, Eleanor. But I'm really not that sorry because, you know, I don't want this city falling to the Court of Love. Oh, that's a field cannon core. All right, Eleanor actually has a proper army, like an actual proper army. That's not fair. Oh, don't make me actually have to fight this. Come on. Yeah, Eleanor is one of the many civs that actually is doing really well in this game. I've been attacking people that very much have been struggling up until this point, and yeah, you might see a slight difference in fortune now. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sure, I won't regret that at all. The purchasing of research labs has become akin to a sort of addiction for me now. I am just buying them, but we're above 800 now. So we've doubled the next nearest person's science. We're still behind on science, but you know, we'll get there. Rocketry needs 1,700. Satellites, 2,200. Nanotech, 2,500. So ideally, we want to push this to maybe 1,500, something like that. We'll see how it goes. Ultimately, I think we can all agree that just the more, the better in all instances. Bilbao has been reduced to 0 health, which which means an amphibious cavalry attack. That's right, we're attacking with legitimate seahorses here. Can take the city. Glorious. Welcome, Silver. The city is yours. Hold it well. Yeah, England's troops are sufficiently more powerful for me to be a little bit more concerned. It's these field cannons. The field cannons are by far the worst. I would like these to just not. Could you just refrain from everything you're doing? Thank you. Scorched Earth. Remember all the time to drop in Total War after you get Scorched Earth, because I've forgotten to do that on a bunch of occasions and it's really annoying. That's timed very nicely though with my natural envoy generation, which means I've now got 5, which is good because Tamiris has just taken Bologna and I don't like that. I feel this need to keep Bologna on side and I can't really tell you why. But Bologna, Fez and Hattusa now all join me. I don't own Kilwa, but could you imagine if I did? That would be very fun. Eleanor is proving to be problematic now. Still -10 even with Governor and Victor on it. Valencia is also falling. Eleanor. I disapprove. Can we instead agree that all of this land should be mine in all instances? I think I'd prefer it if we agreed that everything is mine. Thank you very much. Maybe if we depopulate the entire Mediterranean's fish stocks, that will help somehow. Actually, that did help a little bit. Chop, pop, chop the pop, chop of the pops. That's what this is. I'm just resisting putting loyalty cards in my government. Like, I can do it. It's fine. It's just really annoying. Salamanca. No. I've got confidence range finding battleships now. I shall destroy you. Also starting to pick up a bunch of lighthouses now. As I mentioned before, the generation of trade routes is now really important to me. What I could do is switch around later in the game to a communist utopia. And by that, I mean collectivization on a bunch of routes all from Byzantium or somewhere else, wherever needed to have the spaceport. I don't know where would be the best for that, but we've got multiple options, so we can give a few a go. If it wasn't for the Roman holiday adjusted 15-turn peace deal cooldown, I'd be very tempted by a deal like this. However, Spain, you're gonna have to go. All I've got to do is produce a couple of bombers, and I can fly into Madrid and just take the city out. Though it looks like Madrid is falling all by itself, which is useful. Biggest problem I have with this invasion is this all counts as Southern Europe, which means a bunch of the policy cards and golden ages I could put in to help me with loyalty, just none of that is going to work, and Eleanor just makes everything worse. Eleanor of Aquitaine. She's both my favorite person and my greatest fear all in one. Let's try and just truncate the bleeding for a second by putting +2 loyalty per turn to governors and also +2 loyalty per turn for cities with garrisoned unit. We have to give up a little bit to have both of these cards in, but we go from -8-ish to -2. This gives me more time in A Corona. Valencia, I need to get a garrison in. If I can get a garrison in, that will help that city. This city is hidden away, annoyingly, but I can get to Preston. So to Preston we go. Any conquer, any city taken from Eleanor is a win in my book. I just need a melee troop to come in here. We need more melee troops, full stop. Like the odd random piece of cavalry I have just isn't cutting it. We need more. Oh, faith pillaging will help though. That means we could get in a fast 5 movement cavalry unit. Yes, pray it in. We use that to run into Preston. What I'd like to be able to do is just control all of the coast. If I can just seize everything that's on the Mediterranean, kind of to the point of Gibraltar, I'm not going to really bother with Portugal, then I feel like I've achieved something. Speaking of Hungary, the city of Pest is being particularly annoying, but I am now in a position where I can start looking to push in on Pest. Looks like a military emergency is going to come through on me, and an aid request. We'll ignore the aid request and hope the military emergency doesn't pull too many people into a giant war. It probably will. People like Gaul, France, I could see joining in. Gorgo again? I don't actually have that big a military. That's the funny thing. It's very advanced, it's very high powered, but it's not that big. Egypt has joined in and Phoenicia has gone back in. Oh, Phoenicia. That was not a good move for you. Gorgo joined in, but she can't declare war because we're peace locked. Interesting. Everyone else we've already discussed. Civil engineering, we've managed to get all of our builders to stop swearing at us, but until we get urbanization through into mobilization, we're still a little bit off our tier 3 governments. So I haven't had to decide on that just yet. We're just plowing through this wildly at the moment. Moksha. So Valencia is now loyal. It's just our Corona is the real issue city. I wish there was some more food I could cut out here, but I don't think there is. Salamanca flipped before I could take it. That's hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious in the sense that it actually stops me, annoyingly, from getting my 700 gold, but never mind. Major TJ King Kong. There appears to be a Spanish builder in the middle of your city. city. If you can take it for me, there's 1, 2, 3 sources of coal. This is probably one of the most economically important cities I've got. Mod Greener is also producing a ton of coal. This African coast is just full of coal. I love it. 24 coming in per turn now. That is genuinely delightful. Preston has been blown to bits. This cavalry should be able to run in a couple of turns. There is satellites. We still haven't got our rocketry site, but we'll get there eventually, you know. It's fine. Kichi, again, because it's a 3 city, we don't get any gold for it. We don't need gold. Not where we're going. Gurbethel, it's all yours. Remove Dido's units from it, thank you. Now we just need to take out Byblos, possibly this city as well. If I'm going to have to found a city here just to stop this run from counter-founding, that would be very annoying. Alex Frost, it's quite a warm city for you. I hope you don't mind. In fact, with all of this desert, this could be possibly one of the worst cities I've ever founded. Whoops. Sorry about that. Look, you can have a solar farm, all right? Give me loads of era score. It's wonderful. What makes more sense? Do I go for drones or nuclear submarines? Oh, I tell you what, nuclear submarines actually would be quite a good thing to spam. How far am I away from the double naval card? International waters isn't a huge amount away. It's a very spammable unit. I think, though, I would prefer to rush the missile cruiser given how many battleships I've already got. So we'll try that for a bit. That was my 50th city, by the way. 50 cities, my goodness. I can just wade in and take Preston, thus again connecting my cities up nicely. Hopefully this will build a road to Deathwall if I'm lucky. Yep, it did. That genuinely does help. All right, -10. That has stabilized our Corona. That's awesome. I mean, it's close. It's a very close thing, but it has just done it. Liang, you go over to Preston. That pretty much stabilizes the city, so I can hand it to Pala. You just repair everything for me, and then we need to go and see if we can find the cities of Birmingham and Seville. 2 very different fortunes of cities there. 37 turns on a spaceport. We've had worse than that. Let's start throwing traders into Byzantium now. The walls of Pest have fallen. Well, that's fun. Hopefully next turn we should take it. My first 15 population city. My cities are tiny compared to just how big my empire is. It is quite funny. But I'm going to start looking to trading almost exclusively now with my allies. Do I have any trade routes with Poland yet? Nope. Do I have any trade routes with Germany? 2. All right, let's start these going. If I do go democracy, and I take the democracy legacy card, I want these cards, these trade routes, I should say, really doing me good things. Then I'm going to take a couple of routes to flower power. We'll start sending those. Every city gets 2 in this central Italian hub. I think that's how we're going to work it for now. We'll rely on democracy. We'll take that first. We'll get the legacy card. Then I'll switch to communism. The thing I like about democracy, which I think I've probably mentioned in a several hundred series up until this point, is the New Deal card. That +4 housing, +2 amenities in every city with 3 specialty districts is huge. That will make everyone happy in my empire. Well, it'll give them no excuse, right? They should be happy in my empire. Whether they are or not is another question, but they should be happy. So we'll hope that they are. 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike. Is the cavalry enough? No. 1 more turn. I really hope to take Pest this turn. Never mind. Yep, Carthage did settle another city. Annoyingly, they just couldn't help themselves. They're just guaranteeing that I have to bring a stronger and stronger army over to kill them, you know? Like, they're just making this worse for themselves, or they're speeding stuff up, which I guess would also be a clever thing to do. There's Birmingham. Right, I've actually got a few battleships that can help here, because they have 3 range. I have the Admiral, but these battleships both have confidence range finding, so we can shoot over the top and do some pretty decent damage like that, and then run away. This is how we're going to make our way around the coast, hopefully. I don't sound particularly confident, do I? It'll be fine. On these large games, this is the sort of thing I have to do off camera, by the way. This is where all of the editing comes in amazingly. Look at this. Pilfered, stolen luxuries, stolen strategic resources. You just wait for quick deals to cook something up, and then it thinks about it for another like half year. I don't really care who it goes to. It's all stolen goods. None of it really matter. The joys of playing on single player, eh? Sure, the AI is criminally difficult and cheats and has huge bonuses, but then again, it has a lot of gold, so you can trade with it and all of these delicious deals. I mean, I am powering the AI up. That is the one thing you should really pay attention to. There's so many luxuries and so many strategics flying out here. I'm sort of enabling the AI to actually do well, so it can come back to bite you sometimes, but I'm pretty confident we're okay today. I'm tempted to believe now that my gold is probably best spent on getting a new army. or specifically a new navy. All of my navy is over in the west dealing with France and England and Spain. I haven't got anything over on the Egyptian coast. I haven't got anything near Arabia. We haven't got anything near Babylon. And then, of course, we have the Ottomans, my true nemesis, because they have, Constantinople. How dare you? Maybe we should spend the time making some more battleships. A new battle armada? How much is a battleship these days? Like 2,000 gold? 1,700. Do I wait then until I have democracy to get the 15% discount? It's tempting, isn't it? I think I might be tempted to wait. Although at the same time, I also am tempted to not wait because I'm terrible at waiting. But you all know that by now. That's why you enjoy watching my channel. I just can't wait to save my life. I want to lay claim to all of the Mediterranean, so we're putting 2 new cities here and here. Leswit, you're on the left. Portland, you're on the right. Both of you have some very, very tasty strategics to gain, like there's aluminium here. But mainly, we're just making sure that all of our cities are connected up. I want to say that Mare Nostrum is absolutely unequivocally ours. We don't want anyone doubting us, you know? No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. I mean, look at all these settlers. This is one thing that this map has been absolutely ridiculous for, is just the sheer amount of settlers. I've enjoyed that. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Saph, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bukaluke 79, Bob Loblaw, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Zynikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude, Dan Jamo. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!